Hello, YouTube viewers. Jaylbayt here with a new Let's Play of a game that I have been so excited to play, and that is Master of Orion. This game is a successor of sorts to the old um, Microprose games, Master of Orion and Master of Orion 2. It is put out by NGD Studios and Wargaming Labs, which is wargaming.net. I'm sure you may recognize as the facilitator of World of Tanks and World of Warplanes, that whole genre there. But they got the rights to this, and it's kind of a labor of love for them. So I anticipate this will be very fantastic. Warning: this is a very, very, very early access. So the game may have some bugs. Not all of the things that will be in the game are going to be in the game. But I'm super excited to play, so let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to go ahead and do a new game. I played just a little bit just to make sure my recording was proper.
The proud Alkari are an old race of avian hominids. Although well known for their peaceful disposition, they are fierce in combat and will rarely back out of a fight if they believe they have just cause.
You can hear there's a voiceover that goes over all of the basics of the lore behind each of the races. Right now there are 6 different races.
Their pilots are among the finest in the galaxy.
The Alkari starts with each of them have their own traits.
The harsh system is home to the
Bulrathi are more warrior stuff. Humans, diplomats, Mershans. Benefits are kind of like ground combat. Cylons are the researchers, and Sakras, they breathe very fast. And can have uber planets, things like that. So I wish there was a way to turn that off, though. Unfortunately for me, my favorite races are the Darloks and the Klakons. And so they are going to be in the game, but they aren't in the game yet. Darloks are like the super spies, and the Klakons are like this bug race that is very productive. They have a very high industries usually. In addition to these, there will be the Meklar and the Silicoids, which are 2 other races that are very new. And then eventually we'll have the custom race, which will be fantastic because one thing about Master of Orion has always been is the custom builds that you can do with your races, and gives a lot of replayability to that thing. All right, I'm tired of hearing you, Michael Dorn. I enjoy your voice, but I like mine better. So I've decided we're going to play as the Alkari. I think it's an interesting race. They start with artifacts on their homeworld, which gives them a little boost to research early on, which is nice. They also take less damage from beam weapons. So I think it'll be interesting if we start with them, to build ships that are like, maybe use beams of our own, but focus on missile defenses. Since we already have a natural beam defense, we could do something like that. Or if we find a race that uses beams more often, really boost up our beam defense and just be dominant in the skies, which is appropriate for a bird race. Now, what we have here is the galaxy type. We have a spiral. You can have spiral or circle. I like spirals, so I typically go that way. I'm a fan of the Milky Way. Medium-sized galaxies, we can go large, but with only 5 races that we're going against, because there aren't the other races to put in here. So we're limited to 5 opponents at the moment. The difficulty is also set to average. I assume as they increase the AI statistics for each of the races and stuff, will get more difficulty levels. And then Galaxy Age is always interesting because young galaxies tend to have more inhospitable but highly rich planets, whereas old galaxies have more habitable planets but are less rich in resources. So I'm going to stick with an average. I like kind of the balance of both. You can also change your seed here so that you do If you want to do replays and that sort of thing, just record your seed. And for any of you guys that want to play along or that sort of thing, we're going to be doing that seed there. I just randomized it. We're going to have random events. Pixel ships, I'm not sure what that is. I think what it does is it allows you to change the look of your ships to be the old pixelated versions from like Master of Orion or Master of Orion 2. Pirates are fine, monsters are fine, racial traits, all this sort of thing. Victory types we'll talk about in just a little bit when we go over the menu and the different victory types we can do. So let's start this up. And we'll also start up the timer. I don't want to go too long on these videos, although I am super excited to play. All right, we have a cool little introduction video there with the all Kari.
Salutations. Yes. I'm here as your advisor, High One. The name is Quail, highly learned of the Phlox Science Academy. I am sworn to put my knowledge to the service of the flock.
Okay. Hello, Quail. Appreciate all you're doing for us. The voiceovers are fantastic. As you heard, we have Michael Dorn doing the narration and stuff. Although in the video, there seems to be an audio flip. They have the music too high and the voice too low. I've played with some settings, and I can't find a way to fix that. So hopefully they'll get that fixed fairly soon. Yeah, we've got some amazing voice actors in the game. I think Alan Tudyk does the advisor for like the Sakura or something. So lots of cool stuff. So to start off with, we have our no, but thank you. We have our ships here, our initial fleet, and they follow the cursor. That's really cool. Little detail there that I like. 2 scouts and a frigate. So what I think we'll do is we'll start off by scouting over here. Krissa discovered. So once you get to like a wormhole that connects to a different system, it'll tell you the name of it, but it doesn't show you what the planets are until you get there and actually go and investigate each planet. Later on, there will be a technology, I think. Here, let's get this scout going this way. Yeah. Oh, that was my frigate too. Let's explore the asteroid belt with the frigate. What is this? I don't know what that is. It's got a skull. Must be bad. So, frigate's going there, and then is there a way to like select more than one? Oh. Maybe if we go to fleets. Oh yeah. So Altair to Zarjan, Altair to Krissa, and then this guy's going there. You can see the little power here. This is our military power. All right, who are you? This is a scout, so I'm wanting you to come here. This scout, I'm wanting to come over here. And then our frigate is going there. Okay. So, if we look at our research,
what wisdom do you seek?
Lots of things. You can see in the research there's this tech tree. This is a little bit different than the original Master of Orions in that the originals had like 6 categories, or maybe it was 8 categories that you would choose from, and each category would have multiple levels to the thing. So you might have physics, and physics would have automated factory and neutron blaster. And so what you would do is you would only choose one of these, and then you would go on to the next level of physics, and you couldn't get that other one unless you stole it with spies or traded for it with diplomacy, which was a really cool thing because you got to kind of choose your way through your tech, and you had to make really difficult decisions on which tech to pick up, and it would make for a very different game every time you played through it. And so this has adopted more of a tech tree, something similar to like Civ 5 or whatever, but they've added in something from the old technology advancement, and that is choice on some of the text. Whenever you look down here, and I seem to see them most often down in this areas, but you see these little gray bars in between the text. What that means is once you've researched fusion weapons, for instance, you have to choose to take either fusion beam or fusion bomb. You can't get them both, which is very, very cool because it keeps that kind of old style of choosing the tech that you want. Same thing up in some of these things. So the either or forces you to make choices on some of these techs, and then if you do want like the other tech, you'll have to go and trade for it or steal it with spies. Although I haven't seen anything with spies just yet, but Darlocks are in the game, so spying will be a thing for sure. Now, it looks like we already have physics because of our race, which is kind of cool. That means we start with automated factories that we can build. But I really want to get into this one, research laboratories. So we'll go government. It's only 3 turns with the things that we've got, so we'll do that. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and go into our planet here. This is also very old style of Master of Orion, where you have these little dudes, which represents your populations. And you can change them from research to food to production as you see fit. But you notice that in food and production, you get diminishing returns the more you throw in there. And you can move these guys around to do different stuff. So you notice here, our turn to our next population was going to be like 35 turns, and now we've cut that in half. But if we move another guy up there, we only cut it into like maybe a quarter of that. So I kind of like that. This we'll throw up here on the research, maybe. Do we need it? No. So we'll go ahead and put this here, because on the next turn, we're going to get a colony ship no matter what. Unless we pull everybody off, so we'll leave that guy there. I do want this. Yeah. Now up here you can see kind of the stats. You can see the planet info with these little bars. There's meat. We have a medium Terran abundant, but the artifacts gives us extra research. So you can see we have 2 research from these little dudes here, but we're getting 4. That's because 2 of it comes from the artifacts that are on our planet, which allows us to start research fairly quickly. It's like having 4 dudes up here, which is very nice. So, and then over here we've got our population, how much this planet is giving us, the ground defenses that we have, and our morale and pollution. Pollution will slowly tick up. In the old games, you just had pollution and it subtracted from production. This actually slowly fills because of your production, and then later on we'll be able to do production to reduce our pollution so we can kind of keep that managing as we go, which is a nice little addition. And then morale is something that we have to balance with our taxes. And if we go to the Empire here, we can see our taxes right now 3 BC per population unit. If we go to 4, it reduces our morale. And now that we have only 80% of our 8 people, one of them is going to be on strike, which is no good. So I want to put that back up. When they're on strike, they just sit wherever they are and they do nothing. They provide no thing for you. It's really not good. And then here you can see you can do an empire focus to do like food, and then everything will change to food. Or you just do a balanced. I like the balanced. And then I'm going to change this to manual. So I can have an empire focus and a planetary focus separately. So if I want the majority to be balanced, but this one to be something specific, then I will do that. Now, if we go in here, let me make sure it didn't change anything around. It did. All right, boom. We'll go there. So, now that we have gone through all of that, we can see all the different things. Let's go ahead and take our next turn.
May I interrupt?
Our first colony ship is ready. Yes, I see that. I still don't know what that is. That's a little scary. Now, you can see our ships are queued up for different things. There's a nice little move button here. You just click that, and everything that's queued up to go somewhere will go. There. Okay. I don't like that skull, so I'm going to send my frigate this way. And see what's going on there. Also, let's take a look. There's 2 things here. There's 4 things here. So I'm going to kind of bet that this is going to have a planet we're going to want to colonize. Save a little bit. Now here you see this red thing. This is like an unstable wormhole or something like that. And you need a special technology to go through these. So we're kind of safe here until a little bit later when other races might have the technology to come through this. I think what that does is it looks like it kind of separates us into the arm of the spiral galaxy from the center of the galaxy here. So that's kind of interesting. So it looks like the spiral is like this and then like this. So we may find a dead end out here, over here, and up here. Or maybe not. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. Maybe like this. So there's dead end here and here and here. We'll see. Let's go ahead and go back in. Choose production because we finished our thing there. I'm going to want an automated factory. And then I think I'm going to want another colony ship because I do like to colonize quickly at the beginning. Get a few planets colonized and then start building up on research and tech and that sort of thing. Like so. So we've got production, we've got all that sort of thing. Our research is going, that's good. Let's go ahead and continue on. Let's move here. Explore that planet. Sorry about my coughs. I just got over an illness. I tried using a mute button on my headset here, but it puts in this really loud, obnoxious click and static when I press it, and so I'm not going to be using that. So forgive me for the coughs. I'll try to keep it to a minimum. All right. So there we are. This fleet. All right. I'm going to want to come there. And they're going, and they're going, and they're going. All right. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Government research completed. Sweet.
The Academy has worked tirelessly on this, Highness. We soar ever higher.
We soar ever higher. Thank you, Quail. Quail is, of course, a type of bird. It makes me giggle a little bit inside. So, you can see that we have electronics deep scanner. Yeah, right here. Allows a ship to reveal all planets when arriving at an unknown system. So, that's pretty cool. I'd like to get that, but I think we should pick up some of these other things before. So let's go ahead and grab biology. I think that gives us food production stoof. We'll move our ships. Alright, so we've encountered this. Small, arid, abundant. That's kind of meh. And actually, I'm going to put you on Auto Explorer. Here we have Crissa 3. Oh, look at this. A large ocean rich, which means we're going to have a large population. It has a good food production and a good regular production, industry production. I think we found our first planet to colonize. That's fantastic. Similar, I'm going to put this guy on auto explore, and they will just start exploring a little bit. I kind of want to get another ship out to explore that way. Can we build perhaps? Oh, man. All right. We need to put some people on production. That's too much there. Well, to buy is 204. That should be okay. What does a scout cost us, though? 4. Or we could build a frigate. Cost is 25, cost is 18. Let's do one of these guys. And then we'll put him before that. Actually, we can just get it right now. I'm going to do this. Maybe bad, but I really want another scout. I like to scout out around me to find my neighbors early so that I don't get surprised by them when they come with like fleets of 500 ships and that sort of thing. So that's what we're doing. All right. Scout completed. Let's move all of our people. Man, that ship is slow. I believe I told you to auto-explore, right? There we go. There we go. So, 2 more planets. Swamp, that's not too bad. And what do we have here? Medium, arid, abundant. So that's kind of, it's alright. I don't know if there's, oh, that bugs me. I don't know if there are, let's have you come this way. Yep. I don't know if there are, in the old versions, you could build like a cheap colony if it was within the system. You didn't have to build a whole ship. It was just a little colony base that you would send up. I'm not sure if that's going to be something we can do, but hopefully. And then we're back to producing the automated factory. All right. Let's move everybody. I don't know why these guys aren't auto-exploring. Maybe they do it on the turn. Oh, this place is awful. It's radiated. You can see there's no food production here. No atmosphere, so I don't even think we can colonize a radiated planet. Alright, this guy... Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to tell if they're... What is this? If they're auto-exploring. Like, this guy's got a little thing here. We'll do it next turn and see if this guy moves or not. Oh, right here. Get off that. Right here. I want you to come here and colonize that planet. Alright, so we're checking to see if this guy moves. He does. Okay, so they just move on the turn. Not when we click our little move button. Oh.
Wait, no. No, wait.
They do that
Yes,
too.
it is.
One of our colony ships has reached a viable planet. Oh. Yes. We in fact do want to colonize this. I like the way these ships look. They're very angular and sleek, kind of bird-like. I know that like the Cylons have like the old UFO flying saucer shapes. So each faction has their own kind of ship type. All right, so here's our new colony, Carissa 3, which is an amazing colony. Colony focus. we're going to leave it. Actually, we're going to go manual. I want to get population up as quick as possible. And because of, if we look at our structures here, because of our colony base, we already have a +1 production, +1 research. So we can kind of let that do that. How do I get back? Oh, yeah. And of course, we're going to want an automated factory here, and then probably. I don't think we need the government facility just yet. Maybe a research lab after that. Yeah, we'll give that a go. So you can see it's going to take forever, but it's going to be slowly ticking up, and this will allow us. This will allow us to have our little guy here getting our population up faster with the food. So that is fantastic. If we come over here, this is going okay. We could focus production, but I really similar type of thing. I want to get this going because each colony ship we make will steal a population here, so I kind of want to get a population up before we build our colony ship. All right, thank you for that.
Have a look at this.
Oh, something else. Detect an anomaly. These strange eddies are usually located off of warp points. Where is this? Oh, over here. Could be a beacon of a derelict ship or probably dense resource cluster. Okay. It's good to be explored. Alright, well, we'll tell this guy to go check it out. Nice. We've got this system explored. We've got this system explored. Oops. And we've got the anomaly. Alright. Now, it looks like we actually did take this guy off of Auto Explorer, so I'm going to put it back on. And maybe send him over here. So he's got that. He's got that. So hopefully that will do that. I don't know. What is this guy doing? He's just chilling here. This is our frigate. I'm okay with that. In case there's any nasties, I don't see that skull thing around anymore, right? No. But our new colony doesn't really have a star base like this one does, so I'll just leave that frigate there as a little bit of protection. And yeah, so we're on our way, guys. I think I'm going to end the episode here. We've got some exploration happening. We've got this anomaly we're going to check out. Our science is going a little bit. We've got people populating on the planets. We've got this amazing planet here. Oh, I didn't check these out. Oh my gosh. Huge. Another huge planet. It's arid. It's abundant. So, 15 people. That's pretty good. That one was that terrible one. So we've got some good planet access to us. It'll be interesting to see what's over here. And we've got this swamp here, which isn't bad. But, yeah, things are looking up. So, what's that? 7? 8, 7? Is that our population, maybe? Yeah, population, which will go up in 8 turns. Our production, which will complete in 5 turns. So that's pretty nifty. 40 turns. All right, so I'm gonna end the video here. Please, if you guys enjoyed the video, tap that like button. It really helps me out, especially at the beginning of a series. It helps get the video out there to other people on their search lists and whatnot to check it out. But it's been fantastic. I'm so excited for this. Master of Orion, playing it again. Oh, I'm just so good. It was everything I hoped it would be so far, and I'm just stoked. So, until next time, I've been Jaylbayt. You guys live free, game hard.